Welcome to Puerto Vallarta and Riviera Nayarit, two world-class tourist destinations, which offer endless amenities for everyone. In the center of Banderas Bay, recognized as one of the most beautiful in the world, there is a colonial, typically Mexican town. There are beautiful adobe houses in its downtown area, cobblestone streets, and red tile roofs. Puerto Vallarta seduces its visitors because of the magical charm of its streets and people. An incredible variety of options that enrich the stay of tourists and locals. Puerto Vallarta began as a port to transport the silver from nearby mines, from the towns of San Sebastián del Oeste or Mascota. Later, along with the population growth, agriculture was developed, taking advantage of the weather benefits for tropical crops. Fishing was also part of the local economy and remains as an economic activity of the port, although minor in scale. The bay is used more for sport, as marlin fishing, sailing, diving, or recreational sailing for tourists. Tourism is one of the main industries of the city and attracts and satisfies millions of visitors each year. Puerto Vallarta was discovered by the world as a tourist destination after the movie The Night of the Iguana by John Huston, with world-famous actors, came to be. This movie greatly helped in promoting this destination when it was born back in the 60s. Today, Puerto Vallarta offers endless world-class options for its visitors. Among them is the place which receives most of the visitors in the city, El Malecón. Recently remodeled, it is an easy walk along the seashore about a mile in length. There is an interesting blend between villagers and outsiders in a cordial interaction of customs, types, and colors. El Malecón is surrounded by many shops of all kinds, where visitors find amenities and souvenirs. The afternoons at El Malecón are a tradition, and after a beautiful sunset, a new life awakens here, with sea and land shows, cultural events, and countless entertainment options. One of the presentative symbols of Puerto Vallarta is Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe Cathedral. A 1921 building, this has become the symbol that identifies Puerto Vallarta's charm. Not far from the sea and at the foot of the mountain that shelters the village, this cathedral stands on from the red roofs, cobblestone streets, the green of bougainvillea, and palm trees. The chimes of the clock indicate Vallarta's pulse, and the sound of its bells celebrate solemnity, mourning, and weeping, and bring crowds together during the festivities in December. The surrounding streets become true human rivers. Puerto Vallarta is born on each side of the Quale River, and legend has it that whoever drinks water from this river never leaves this beautiful city. Many, even today, continue with this tradition not to ever leave. Before reaching the sea, the river splits, creating a beautiful island. This island has exotic access. It houses the cultural center of the city, where several workshops teach art to children of all ages. There is also a corridor of many shops selling traditional crafts where you can see local art, first-class restaurants, and beautiful views, as well as the Quale River Museum with interesting exhibitions throughout the year. The southern part of town is the oldest part of town. That's because of the care of the neighbors. It remains the most typical. This is where the most characteristic buildings are located, with the most exclusive tourist activities. Small hotels, cafes, and restaurants on the beach offer lucky pedestrians a wide range of tastes for their cravings. Los Muertos is the name of the most popular beach, and it takes its name from an old cemetery located in the area. The main street is called O Las Holtas and is a classic street of Puerto Vallarta. One of the most pleasant places to walk around is the Marina Vallarta, famous for the beauty of its infrastructure and the luxury yachts, offering travelers a relaxed and interesting walk along the Malecón, surrounded by amenities such as restaurants, cafes, and shops. Less than an hour's drive southward, there is a small town in the heart of the mountains. El Tuito is famous for panela cheese and sweet pastries. Although it is not a tourist spot, many come to see the daily life of the local people. Most of them are in agriculture and livestock. On the outskirts of town, coffee is grown and harvested with a strong aroma and very tasty, as well as lixuguilla, a plant that is the origin of the famous drink raicilla. About 45 miles east of Puerto Vallarta, entering the beautiful Sierra Madre, San Sebastián del Oeste is located, a mining town originally dating from the 17th century. San Sebastián feels like traveling back in time, and because it remains as it always has been, the traveler can walk the pages of history of a living book, visiting places like the jail, the streets, the old houses, the church, and if there is an opportunity to speak with the townspeople, they are full of interesting stories. Back in the city, travelers can choose to finish the day in a wide variety of restaurants. Puerto Vallarta is the second city for gourmet cuisine in the country after Mexico City, and is a treat for the senses to enjoy a variety of options. Chefs use their creativity to please the customers with dishes that use local and seasonal ingredients, achieving impressive works of art in every dish. And for the night lovers, music plays non-stop in modern nightclubs, where people dance and have fun to the rhythm of the music. Ameca River, north of Puerto Vallarta, separates the state of Jalisco and Nayarit. This is where Riviera Nayarit begins. It is a new tourist destination, taking advantage of neighboring Puerto Vallarta. It has invested large amounts of money and talent to provide a range of first-class services. The Riviera Nayarit seamlessly blends the new luxury and exclusivity with tradition and local customs. Developments like Nuevo Vallarta, just minutes north of Puerto Vallarta's airport, has some of the most luxurious hotels in the country, several golf courses, a marina, and a range of services that meet the needs of any traveler. Very near, we find a typical fishing village that invites visitors to live with the people and their customs. Bucerias is named after fishermen who dive to get oysters. On its shores, many small restaurants invite you to live an exotic experience, including astounding views and delicious fresh seafood. A few kilometers further north, La Cruzjuana Caxtla has a new world-class marina, which promises a prosperous future in a very short time and many investments. This village recently opened high-level restaurants and hotels, hidden among the narrow streets of a town that is leaving behind its original humility, but refuses to lose its charm. Punta Mita is considered as a destination in itself, one of the most exclusive golf courses, and the finest hotels in the world choose Punta Mita as their official residence. Luxury and exclusivity for those who like and can afford these luxuries. Punta Mitas is the northern edge of the bay and is very near Maritas Islands, a protected national park that is home to many birds, such as the blue-footed booby, a rare species, and found only in the Galapagos Islands and here. Tourist boats get near this area to see this wonderful show. It is also the northern part of the bay where humpback whales give birth to their calves. And during that season, it is another activity that is worth enjoying. Heading north, we find Sayulita, which is known for its relaxed lifestyle, gentle waves for surfing, its wide beaches surrounded by coconut palms, and its growing range of tourist services that keep the relaxed style of the town. Although expensive villas have been built, villagers, mostly foreigners, maintain friendly equality among all passers, whom cannot notice much difference. Sayulita is a great place to spend at least a day, although many choose not to ever leave. Puerto Vallarta and Riviera Nayarit are very rich in natural resources, which have been harnessed to provide a series of high-interest activities for everyone. Puerto Vallarta and Riviera Nayarit are ready to receive you any time of year. Discover each month's events or look for your favorite. Throughout the year, you can find everything here.